What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. You're watching Garage News. Today we've got something pretty cool. We're going to be talking about the Chevy Silverado. So let's dive into the video. So Chevy Silverado, I've owned several. They're one of the top selling pickup trucks in America. They have been for quite a while, competing with the F150 and of course the Ram 1500. Now, most recently, if you guys haven't been watching the Wrenched Out Garage or the new episodes of Garage News, you'll know that I have recently talked about GMC Hummer, the Ram TRX Rebel, the Ford Raptor, and other things, but it built me up to where I was going to talk about this, but then I thought we need to talk about the Silverado. What is Chevy currently doing? Because even on YouTube, I haven't seen a lot of news. I haven't seen much stuff on Instagram or really anywhere on is Chevy doing anything. So we're gonna be diving into a couple of things today. One, we're gonna be looking at the 2021 Silverado. I'm gonna go through like I have in previous videos. We're gonna talk about that, but we're also going to be talking about the brand new Yenko SC Silverado, which I'm excited to discuss a little bit later in the video. So if you guys aren't familiar, as I mentioned, currently I own a 2018 Silverado. I absolutely love the design of the truck. It was a Z71 package with the Rancho shocks and the front skid plate, which is pretty standard for your Z71 options. And I've done quite a few modifications to include upgrading to the Bilstein 6112s in the front, and did the 5148s, I believe, in the rear. It's got a little bit of a lift on it, wheels, tires, tonneau cover, sport bar, nudge bar, and a bunch of other modifications. But today we're not talking about modifications to that degree. What I wanted to talk about, and what I wanted to understand, and which you guys may as well, is what is Chevy currently doing? Because we know that the Ford F150 is up for a new upgrade or new redesign or refresh. And they also recently refreshed the interiors of their truck. So the F-150 is taking that step forward. We know the Ram is, in my opinion, leading the pack with the interior upgrades, with its beautiful, humongous ass screen and just the whole shoot match. They've done an incredible job with upgrading. So Ford's upgrading, Ram's upgrading. What is Chevy doing? Because one of the things I find ridiculous with Chevy at this point is the interior, because I had the 14 Silverado I had the 14 Silverado, the 16 Denali GMC, and then now I have the 18 Silverado, all the same interior, all of it. Yeah, there's small iterations, but nothing to me really stood out. In fact, that was one of the biggest things that sucked when I bought my truck. Was like, man, they didn't even change the screen. It's literally the same looking screen. Is there new functions and whatnot? Sure, a little bit, but not enough that makes me feel like this $50,000 truck is a $50,000 truck. Hopefully we're gonna be able to answer that today with the 2021. I don't know. We're gonna discover this together. And then of course, we're gonna be talking about the Yanko SC version, which I'm super excited to talk about and look into. So 2021, right out of the gate, I'm looking at it. It says the max available trailer is 13,300 pounds. Payload in the bed, 2280. The available cargo is 89.1 cubic feet. And then the average mile per hour is 22/33. There's several variations. They've got some discounts. We're going to go ahead and go into building one, but there are several options for the motor. So let me dive through this real quick so I don't miss it, because as you go through these sites, and again, this is all going to be available at Chevy.com if you're interested to look up the options. Now they have the Duramax 3.0 turbo diesel, which is saying it gets 23 miles to the gallon, 33 highway, which was the reference earlier, 277 horsepower. Meanwhile, it has 460 pounds of torque, has a 10-speed transmission, maximum towing at 9,500 pounds, quiet as well as powerful, available in the LT, RST, and LTZ, along with the High Country. So it runs almost the full gamut with the exception of what looks to be the custom version. The next one, we're all familiar with it. It's the 6.2 Ecotec V8 with the dynamic fuel management running at 420 horses, 460 pounds of torque, 10-speed automatic transmission again. And again, now it shifts up to that higher 13,300 pound maximum towing capacity. Available only in High Country, LTZ, LT Trail Boss, RST, and Custom Trail Boss, which if you want the horsepower, that is a good motor to choose, simply because of its displacement and the way that it's configured. Now you've got the 5.3. I've owned several of these 5.3s over the years. You've got two different versions, the active fuel management and the dynamic fuel management. I don't know that it's going to tell me the difference between the two, but I would imagine it has stuff to do with the multi-valve displacement, how much it's gearing you down to that V4, V6, V8 is what I would assume, but I don't know because it's not telling me what the difference between the two. It's just saying the two, which still has a 355 horsepower, 383 pounds of torque. Yeah, so actually, I take that back. It does say it. So the dynamic fuel has the auto stop start technology. You stop, the vehicle pretty much shuts off, kicks back on when you're ready to go. 8-speed automatic transmission. And this is available in the LT Trail Boss, LTZ, and High Country, also available in the LT and RST. And that's with the dynamic fuel. And then the standard active fuel management, which is the active fuel management is the older version that's in my 2018. And I believe they've been running versions of that from 14 to current. Those are only available in the work truck, the custom, and the custom trail box. Now we're going to jump over. They do have a 4.3 liter, which I would assume is probably going to be used for those folks that are working, or this is predominantly a work truck to where the power side probably isn't a huge thing, but they need to run around with some cargo, go pick up some parts, or haul stuff around with a smaller payload. Now the 4.3 Ecotec is a V6, has the active fuel management as well, and has 285 horsepower, 305 pounds of torque with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Available in the work truck, custom, and custom trail boss. Last guy on the list is the 2.7 turbo with active fuel management. 310 horsepower, 348 pounds of torque, 8-speed transmission, auto stop and start technology, standard on LT and RST, available on custom work truck. For some reason, that's not showing. It's not really showing any other details. It does say the 2.7 can haul 9,300 pounds in the RST model. So let's keep going. Those are your motor configurations available with your Silverado. Depending on your location, generally speaking, your dealer will more than likely have probably the 5.3 and maybe a 6.2. I'm not sure how well versed and how readily available that 2.7 is, or the diesel. I did see a diesel before, but nothing too crazy. So a couple of special editions, because I want to highlight this because I also, like probably many of you, are not sure. Special editions, looking for something even bolder, Chevy says. The LT Trail Boss Midnight Edition, as you can imagine, is a blacked out or murdered out edition. Black appearance with black badging and bow tie emblems, bumpers, grille, and assist steps. 18-inch high gloss black painted aluminum wheels. Also has 2-inch factory suspension lift with Z71 off-road package. Does come with the big boy 6.2 liter dual black outlet exhaust tips, high intensity LED headlights. And then you have the RST Rally Edition, which is the black hood and tailgate rally stripes, the RST badging, 22-inch wheels, and then you can get any motor you want. And then there's a custom Rally Edition, which comes with a 2.7 or 5.3. Nothing too crazy there, though. I think that the LT Trail Boss Midnight Edition is cool. I still wish that they did more. I still feel like Chevy could have done more. The interior looks exactly the same as the last two. It looks like they refined some of it. The screen, I gotta see if they updated the screen, because not a huge fan of it. The interior seats and whatnot look good. The double glove box is nice. It does finally have push button start available. I'm looking at the website, which has looks like a brown and black interior. Again, it looks good, but God, why can't they upgrade this thing? With the latest connectivity, Apple CarPlay and Android combined with 4G LTE helps you do whatever. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to jump in. Let's just go ahead and build and price one of these guys. As I'm going to go ahead and click build and price because I want to see what other specifications you can get with a Chevy. That's the question that I want to answer. We're going to do crew cab, crew cab standard bid. Starting at, it says it starts at $36,410. Let's go ahead. If I were to do this, I'm gonna act like I was gonna order this truck. So again, we're starting, actually it jumped up, so it's $47,745 is where we're starting. We're gonna elect for the 6.2 liter. And for some reason, oh, gotcha. Okay, so I just messed this up somewhere down the line. So you have to choose the model and then the motor. So I just clicked right off of it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the LT Trail Boss 6.2 liter because we want that 2-inch lift. We wanna add the off-road wheels and see what's next. So let's choose a color. We're gonna just stick with red hot. That's fine, we'll do, okay, so we've got cloth seats. Let's go to jet black leather. So it says to do that, infotainment 3 system. So we're gonna have to do a $2,300 upgrade, which gives us a bunch of other things. So let's go ahead and do that. Go to next packages. The interior of this truck is like freaking out here. Let's see, you have the option for the assist step and tonneau cover package, and I really wish they would get their pricing under control. So for the tri-fold soft tonneau cover, in which I've also owned, and 4-inch black round assist steps, that's $1,400. So let's see what more means. Oops. Let's not add those because I don't think it's worth it. For $2,200, you can add the performance upgrade kit, which includes a performance air intake and catback exhaust. $2,270. That's crazy pricing. The Midnight Edition comes with those LED reflector rear wheel interior liners, Chevy Tech spray liners. Okay, and so we got an LT, so it comes with badging, exhaust tips. See, that's not bad. That's $1,000. LED lights. I don't think that's bad. Those are at least some decent options, but man, some of these are extremely expensive. The convenience option comes, I want to see what this is. So still, it has an 8-inch. This is what I absolutely hate about this. $1,300. It comes with the 120 volt outlet on the instrument panel, 120 volt bed mounted power outlet. That's kind of cool. But it still has, front and rear park assist, and it has an 8-inch screen. I don't understand why they don't upgrade that and smooth. I guess I'm just not a fan of it. I think they need to smooth out that infotainment center. It's time. It just go away from what you've ran for almost a decade, because this still looks like, if you got it in a 2014 interior, this highly resembles that same exact interior, in my opinion. They do have several options here for additional side steps if you want those, ranging from $700 to $1,000. They've got their bed cover options and a bunch of other miscellaneous accessories, mostly related to storage and whatnot, for the bed of your truck. The Chevy infotainment. So let's see what this says. Now it's letting me say it. Oh, it's just an infotainment package. 8-inch diagonal screen, Bluetooth. So we already talked about that. We got front bucket seats. For $275, you get the rear under seat storage. And then you can add items like bed view camera. Bed view camera requires package. Let's see what this says. Camera in the center, high mount stop lamp, provides an elevated view of the truck bed from the back of the cab, allows driver to see inside car. That's actually kind of cool. Fifth wheel includes 2 trailer camera provisions. So let's select that. That's $250. Remove HD rear vision camera and then switch it over to the safety thing. I'm not sure what happened there. Which also includes lane change alert, the little blind spot marker. Overall, I think it's an okay looking truck. I still don't, I don't know. I guess the price isn't too bad for what you're getting. Let me go back to performance so you can exhaust. Oh, what is this? Lift suspension upgrade system for 4-wheel drive vehicles. The only 2-inch suspension lift designed, engineered, and tested back by Chevy. So for the Rancho, that's so ridiculous. $1,300 for the Rancho lift, and it looks like it comes with CV axles, some plates, a new jack, rear spacers. I'm assuming those are front spacers, and some parts. That's crazy. All right, let's go. Okay, so total vehicle. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. So the 6.2 liter was a $2,500 option. I think. I don't know why it says 7. Oh, packages. So I got to go back. So I got the convenience package 2, which included some of the technology, the safety package, the leather package, the advanced trailering package, and then I added the 6.2 liter, which that's a pretty well equipped truck. Leather interior, has the 8-inch screen, which at this point I really wish they would have at least went to 10 inches or 12 inches. Clean that thing up. Again, that interior just kills me. We are at, with the destination charge, $58,680 or $60,000. Pretty damn close. Right now they're running incentives up to $4,750 off. I added $1,285 or $1,295 with that goofy lift. So you're right at the $60,000 range with a pretty well equipped. The 6.2 liters, not a slouch. If you were to throw a supercharger on it, or even if you did an intake, exhaust, and fuel management, or you chipped it or tuned it, you've got a pretty well equipped truck. There is some stuff I don't like. I don't like the lifting. I think is ridiculous. In fact, I'd have to check that because I thought this truck came with it. The Rancho shock deal is still mind-blowing. They need to, in my opinion, they need to partner with someone like Ram's partnering with Bilstein, Ford's partnering with the boys at Fox. They already have a relationship with Rancho. Put some reservoir shocks, put something special other than the junk that they've been throwing in the Z71 package. Is it okay factory? Sure. But when you get into the Trail Boss, that's all that it would require. Just better shocks, that little bit of lift, a little bit more performance, and you're there. Upgrade the freaking interior. That's what blows my mind with this truck. And it just kills me because they have the opportunity. It's a decent look. It's grown on me. At first I didn't care for it, but I think it's a decent looking truck. They're almost there. Throw a supercharger on that 6.2 liter, or put the ZL1 motor in it. Put the lift on it. Get better shocks. Upgrade the interior. You're there. Chevy, you're there. You're competing with some of the bigger guys, and really at whatever $57,000, if the supercharger performance motor was a $5,000 option as opposed to the $2,300 option, I'm at $60,000. There we go. I mean, come in a little cheaper. Maybe don't go 700 horsepower. Maybe go 550 or 600 horsepower. Throw those other options. I think you would be a viable candidate at a lower price than the Raptor and the TRX. And Chevy owners or Chevy enthusiasts would have something to gravitate toward. Enough of me ranting about this. I know this was rambling through. That was a lot of vehicle to run through for whatever reason. Let's talk about, before I close that out, again, all of that information is available at Chevy.com. Make sure to stop by Chevy.com if you're interested. I didn't see anything mind-blowing there. Cool motor options. It's actually probably, in my opinion, almost too many motor options because it doesn't seem like they're pushing toward any one direction. They're trying to dip their toes in the off-road trucks. They got the RSTs and they got the customs, and I don't know. What I do know is the 2021, the guys at Yanko, which is really the specialty vehicle engineering group, have decided to do 50 limited edition Yenko SC Silverados. Now, if you're not familiar with Yanko, they have been in business for a long time. They've been customizing. The name has been associated with Chevy for a long time, I should say, with customizing custom Camaros. They have recently got into a lot of other things over the years, but this is super cool because they're going in a different direction than anyone else at this point, other than if you want to go this route with like a Roush, or you have the option. But it's cool to see this. This is a street truck, and they're going to supercharge it and do a lot of other things, getting you up to that 800 horsepower. I think it was 740 pounds of torque, which is plenty, or 720 pounds of torque, excuse me. Does come with a lot of options to include a lot of the Yenko SC custom badging, both on the front grille, the rear tailgate, and of course with your custom interior that you get to select. Thing I like about Yanko is they do allow you to not only go and send it to them, get a Yanko package, but you do get to customize and work with these folks to make it your specific model, as opposed to everybody getting the same thing. You can find all this information at Specialty Vehicle Engineering. I do and spoke with a gentleman that had his Camaro sent over to Yanko and got it Yanko-fied, sent me the documents, sent me all the photos. Incredible process. They were great to work with. And again, they will custom paint your truck. They have several paint options and stripe options. Or excuse me, I guess you stripe your truck. They don't paint your truck. They also have this cool looking hood scoop thing going on that I think looks good. You're gonna get a heavy duty 6-speed transmission with some performance upgrades. You're gonna get the brake package. You're gonna get a lowering package. You're gonna get the supercharger. You're gonna get a heavy duty sway bar, wheel options, interior options in color, badging, and a lot more. I don't know what the price is because I don't see it on here, because again, it depends on what you all want done to your truck. I believe you have the option to not do this versus that, allowing you to modify it and again create your version of the truck. It will be limited to 50 trucks, so if you're interested, again, go to specialtyvehicleengineering.com, get a hold of those guys over there. Does have a warranty, 3-year, 36,000 miles, and generally speaking, you either buy your truck new, drive it around a little bit and send it to them after you make your arrangements, or you can also have buy the truck and then have it shipped directly to them, so you're getting like a 0-mile modified Yanko or a 2-mile or 10-mile, whatever it is. Super cool, and of course it'll have the badging. That does not mean though that Chevy itself is competing, because as I've said in other videos on the channel here, there's a lot of other companies like Hennessy, like Yanko, like many others. Those aren't from the factory. I believe Chevy has the equipment. They just need to step it up a little bit. Like I said earlier, if they went to the next level or the higher level Rancho shocks, they're almost there. A little bit bigger of a lift. I think they need to update their wheels a little bit. Put a big, nice tire on it, and they're right there within the same ballpark. Now, is it going to perform the same? I don't know, because they haven't done it yet. And upgrade the interior, add some performance setting options, and you're going to be able to at least compete with the Raptor and the TRX. To the same degree, probably not out of the gate, but who's to say they can't start heading in that direction? What do you guys think of the new 2021 Silverado and that 2021 Yenko SC Edition? Drop a comment down below. That's our run through on the new Chevy Silverado. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please take a moment, give the video a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We've got new videos coming out all the time, guys, but here on Saturday is Garage News. We'll see you in the next video.